Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about pressure. Now, what is pressure? Pressure can do up to 3 things to your opponents. It can force them to move, force them to use abilities, and it can consume some of their camera time so that they're forced to look at you away from something else. Now, how do you create pressure? The key to creating pressure is positioning. Whether it's solo queue or professional matches, I always prefer at least one team member to be separated from their team, ideally within line of sight if possible. Now, sometimes the situation calls for 2 or 3 people to be separated from the core group, but as long as that core group isn't clumped up in a ball, I'm happy. Okay, now everyone has their own tools of creating pressure. Hooks, flashbangs, helix rockets, Mercy with Res. A Mercy with Res who's positioned properly can create a ton of pressure, as I'm sure many of you solo queuers know. Now, as Zenyatta, my primary form of pressure is Discord. With Discord, I like really long hallways or, really long stretches where I can shoot at people. So on Numbani, I've thought about how Discord works and, just kind of the nature of Zenyatta, and I've picked this spot as my favorite. So to everyone out there, think about your characters, think about what abilities they have that create pressure and kind of formulate a battle plan around that. Think about how you can break off from your team and position yourself in a way that maximizes your forms of pressure. So if you can think of this game in terms of, that pressure and positioning, if you can marry those 2 ideas, this will elevate your gameplay a ton, I promise you. Okay, so in this clip, what you're gonna see happen, Tracer's gonna come down this hallway, and I'm gonna basically dissuade her with Discord. I'm going to soften her up, push her out of position, make her use abilities, and then she's no longer able to just jump on the point with blinks or jump onto the second floor and start messing with my teammates. So in a sense, I've protected them. So let's let this run. All right, looks like we got some fire coming down main. Oh, but this is what I want. Pretty risky, pretty risky. That's pretty much the end of the exchange. I pushed her off, and now for the next few seconds, I get to do whatever I want. While she has to go and heal up, right? Like she's forced to make that decision. Okay, next clip.
Where's Ana?
So here, I love this defense. It's so flexible. We got a group of two, and then someone over here, and then I'm over here in this spot. So this defense is great, super flexible. We can all support each other. There's pressure in different parts of the map, and we're kind of in like this reverse arc. So it's really nice. I also like this spot on Route 66 because of this giant rock here. It's so good to dance around. And again, I have this long stretch here, over here, that I can shoot down. And in this position, I create so much pressure. Genjis, Winstons, Tracers, Divas. It takes a long time, a lot of attention, a lot of energy to get to me. In this particular example, you'll see it's Tracer and Pharah just spending a lot of time dealing with me, while that alleviates a lot of pressure from the rest of my team. That way they can put in more work. So let's let this play. Oh, and actually one last thing to note, you'll see that actually I misplay this a lot. Like I play this actually pretty poorly until the end when I kill Pharah. But so again, you can see just by virtue of being in the right spot, you can create a lot of pressure even if your gameplay mechanics aren't like super sick.
Zarya's very friendly. Oh shit! Wait, what? Oh my god. Fuck you, Pharah. Jeez. So she's trying to push me back this way, and it's working. I hate you so much right now. Oh my goodness. Ah!
So again, even though I played that pretty poorly, just by being there, it makes the defense so much easier. So I promise you that if you think about your characters in terms of how they can create pressure, and then use that, and then think about that in conjunction with how to position, that'll just maximize your gameplay. You're gonna get so much more out of your hero by doing that and by thinking about the game in this way. So again, think about what tools you have to create pressure. Helix rockets, flashbangs, hooks, discords, reses, and then think about, okay, how do I maximize, how do I leverage those tools with the proper positioning? So think about that, your tools and your positioning, and you'll maximize your pressure that way, and you will climb, you'll do better in solo queue. All right, thank you. Hope this was helpful.